Hello everybody, welcome to this week's episode of the SLY Guy podcast. Just a wee quick thanks to everybody who has subscribed and followed the show wherever you get it, whether it's Spotify, YouTube, Patreon, everything's going up and I appreciate it. It's melting my wee heart and I love to have the new listeners. I love the comments too. People are writing lovely things and then there's the ones that write the other slimy things, but you know what, this is what it's all about. We're all friends, we're all family, and we're inviting someone back on the show today, somebody who was actually on what could have been the last ever episode of SLY Guy podcast. It's Emer Maguire. Welcome to the show, Emer. How are we?
Thanks very much. I'm all good, Dave. Thanks for having me back.
Very threatening there, didn't it? For me, it could have been the last ever. Like if
it made it sound like it was my fault.
Yeah, but you performed fantastic. We had a great time.
Thank you so much.
We had a lot. Like sometimes I say,
good crack.
I say like to the guy, like after you finish, you're like, yeah, that was good, or you go, yeah. And I finished. I went, that was a great episode, enough to keep me doing the podcast. So there you go. So if it had been a stinker, I
you would have been done.
Thrown all this stuff in the bin.
Oh, well, I really enjoyed it as well.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Very, very fun.
A mutual enjoyment is always
mutual love.
Good. Mutual enjoyment. Write it down. Name the podcast. Mutual enjoyment. So how have you been anyway? I feel like I've not seen you in a long time.
Last time I saw you, I think, was we were doing a gig in Bangor. It was quite a while ago.
Yes.
I mean, I was following you doing your online. I was following you online doing your riding.
Yeah.
All across the country.
Oh, I was going to say, was that the cycling? Or
yes, cycling.
Because by the way, patreon.com/SLY Guy podcast if you want to see any of that stuff.
I was following that. But yeah, last time I saw you, we were doing a gig in Bangor there. And is it Boom Studios?
Oh, yes.
That was a good while ago.
That was right. That was one of the most bizarre gigs of all time. Because I think that was... Was I in the midst of growing my hair at that point for blue lights?
TV,
and I had to wear
a
wee hat and all. And I felt very much like I look like I'm a full burglar.
You did, a little.
Yeah, and I had to wear the hat. It was all right, but it was underneath. I was like, oh no, this is a problem. But yeah, that was see those nights. Now, I want a big shout out to the Anna Comedy guys. Love them. However, rejig things a wee bit, make it a bit shorter. You know, keep yourselves. Use the reason we're there. So you go there and then have music after. Wee bit of stand up. You guys main show and then music.
I would agree with that.
You know, I think that works well. Now, I think by the time the music and all was on, people are like, well, when music comes on, you're usually like, we don't have to be an audience anymore.
Yeah.
It's more chill. So then when I have to come back in and watch, it's hard going. But I enjoyed it. It was a fun night. I got roped into doing the sketch, which neither you or Wafa did, I believe.
We weren't asked.
And I was told at the start, everyone does it. I think I've been the only comedian to have been stupid enough to fall for it and be roped into the sketch.
The first I heard of the sketch is whenever you were like, oh yeah, we're doing this sketch and all, and I was like, I have no clue what he's talking about. And then we just sat and watched.
And I think that might have been the first time maybe I met Wafa too. And I think it was maybe the first time
It was the first time I met her.
And the first time you'd seen me, so I was like, oh no, I've got to go. These guys never seen me. They're going to be like, Dave, shit. How do people think he's any good? And
I thought you were very good that night. You got heckled.
I did by a lot.
Someone thought, I don't even know what it was. You said something about an older woman, and then someone thought that you were saying older women aren't attractive, which was absolutely not the case.
Correct. It was in fact very much the opposite.
Big up the older woman.
Yeah.
But I think they maybe missed. And then there was a lot of heckling, and I was like, that poor guy. This was the first time I saw you.
But you know what was fun about that? We got it back.
Oh, absolutely.
We pulled it back, and you know what? I knew where it was going. And then I did the wee joke about the Middle East too, which sometimes gets people, you say those words and you go,
that's what started it.
Yeah.
That's what started because there was only one person in the audience who kind of turned on you. It was, you mentioned that, and that was it. But it was a great night. Yeah, it was a bit of a masterclass in bringing it back.
I know, but I knew it was coming, and I was like, this will be off. Thank God for that. But that particular joke, I remember I did it in a bar once that was probably of a very much a nationalist persuasion, and I saw a person in the crowd who was wearing a collaboration football shirt, collaboration between the Celtic Football Club and Palestine, and I was like, I'm going to open with this joke.
Yeah.
And then people were like, don't. And I went, you know, they'll like it. It's comedy. I'm going to open with it. 0%. 0%.
Yeah.
They did not like it. Mention the words, and then actually they said the punchline I think of 3 times to be like, hey,
do you just get it?
It's a joke. No, and then because I was emceeing, I had to earn my money that night.
Yeah.
And needless to say, not been back. The invite hasn't been extended my way.
No, the big Protestant from Hollywood there, kind of, you know.
Not even a Protestant.
Are you what? I'm shook. What?
Yeah, I'm a mix. I'm a mudblood.
Are you? Half a Jaffa. You're half a Jaffa. You should have told them that.
I know, but then they'd be
You
like,
should say, look, guys, I'm half one of you.
and they'd be like, but which half's a Protestant? I'd be like, oh no, I'm sorry, it's the bottom half. Knees gone. Yeah, but no, I've tried to start doing a new joke like now too, where I'm like, I bless myself, but it's I only do it half, and only a couple of people have ever caught it.
I like that. That's good.
Yeah, so that's fun. But yeah, I have me back there, and but no, I give BP, I give big Protestant energy.
You do.
I do look.
I think it's the Dave Elliott.
Yeah.
David Elliott.
Yeah, but my mum's maiden name O'Flaherty. If that was in there,
that would change your entire dynamic.
Yeah, but that's not really her original surname. It was Lennon, but it's not as
Lennon.
Yeah, it's not really as
Lennon's,
super.
Lennon's pretty Irish.
Yeah, that's fair. We'll
a few Lennons in Strabane. That's a good strong name.
No, but that's it. So, and I mean, I feel like that's maybe my comedy get a jail card, because you can use certain derogatory phrases like Huns or Fenians, and people are like, don't say that, and you're like, ha, I can.
But I identify with both.
I know. I just wish I had some foreign grandparents or something.
Yeah.
Can't win them all.
Get up the diversity levels.
I know, because I'm the least diversity guy looking.
That's true.
If you look at me like there's not diversity in you.
No, you look like you could be in like the English Defence League or something.
Yep.
That's the kind of vibe.
I do. And you know what? The baldness hasn't helped that.
It hasn't at all. And actually, the first time I met you at that, like, I was shocked because you're very sweet. You're a very sweet guy, and I was shook. But then I have a brother who is not massively dissimilar looking to you, and big beard and tall and all that, and like he is also very sweet. So
I thought you were going to say he is a racist. Like,
not that I'm aware of. But he's also absolute sweetie. So I guess don't be judging a book by its cover.
Like, I've been told many times I have an aggressive resting face. Like, I look like I'm more angry than I am.
You do a little bit.
And like
it's the brow.
And that's an awful brow. It's a hefty brow. Like,
hefty brow is a masculine feature. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I'd like to know where it originated from, the hefty brow, because I don't think it's it wouldn't be my favorite. Like, there's people are like, one, I get a lot about hair from certain people in particular, are like, would you ever get a hair transplant? I'd be like, nah. I feel like
actually are you bald? I assumed you were bald by choice.
Well, I am also bald by the choice of God. Like, he decided you don't have to have hair genetics. Up here. Yeah, so that went.
I assumed that was your own choice, because that's a look.
Yeah, but it has been coming for a while. Like, a lot of people, always shorter people, were like, I never knew you had a bald patch. I'm like, because you can't see when the time of lace. Oh, yeah. I remember actually one of my friend's wives. Jesus. She was like, you don't have a bald spot? And I bent down. She went, oh, okay. All right.
What are you bent down for?
I get it. Sure.
Oh, really?
The bald spot. Yeah.
Best friend's wife. That's just done.
Yeah, but like, listen, I dropped to my knees, and I was like, I did just to be at her level.
Oh my God. Would you get? I think. See, you've so much going on here. That I wouldn't know. I would just assume you just shaved your head just to be part of the shaved head and the big beard club. Yeah. I can't even imagine you with long hair.
But you know what? See, with hair now, and I look back, and like we had photos appeared on the iPhone the other day showing me.
Were you gorgeous?
No, I look weird. Like,
I think you'd look weird with hair.
Yeah, and then like my hair, I feel like I suit this more now. Whereas when I first did it, I was like, oh no, what am I doing?
I think you really suit. I really feel sorry for guys when they lose their hair. Like, I think that must be. Obviously, some people find this, some people suit a bald head, but I would find it really hard.
Yeah,
I don't have much hair to begin with, but
at the time, it is weird, because like I was going to shave my head before I got married, and then Catherine was like, "No, keep it for the photos." So my wedding photos, I'm like, I look like a wee child, but my beard's a bit shorter and blacker, like it's much darker, and I think that sort of coincides with becoming a parent. That when the kids are born, I think they suck all the energy and hair and color out of you as a human.
They're like wee
just
mini
leeches.
dementors.
Oh, they're wild. Like, so I got a photo, and I looked like I was 10, albeit with a full beard, but it was a strange sight to see.
You wouldn't get a hair transplant though?
No, but on that thought, like, I said that I wouldn't get a hair transplant, and I wouldn't get like the full veneers or anything. But then, like, my wife's like, but you would fix that wee snaggletooth, wouldn't you? Well, I think, yeah, that's
You're
the
like,
one
what
thing.
wee snaggletooth?
This snaggletooth, I hate it. And then now I think I might just get this maybe done a bit. Just because that's a bit like it does. Someone online did draw a penis around the shape of my nose, the two balls, the shaft, and the top, and
but
it does look like.
What can you? Well, Botox? Obviously, see your teeth though. I think teeth at the side you can't really see.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I bother, but I have Invisalign. at the minute, which was what I took out my wee case. You were like, what is that? That looks like a transformer. So I got it because I had one tooth in the top and one tooth in the bottom that were very slightly out. But when I got photos, like for work stuff, for film stuff, it made the teeth beside them look really dark. And I didn't like it, so I got that, and I would recommend it. But see if it was tooth side, nobody notices.
Because I think, if I told since your days on the podcast, but I've moved to a dentist like nearby my house. I used to go to a dentist all the time, like from when I was a kid in Hollywood, and my dentist ended up just spangling his hands doing like drilling, and that was his career over. He was like, he just wrecked whatever, he couldn't be a dentist
Did
anymore.
he get carpal tunnel or something?
No, I think he properly injured him. Like, he was doing a big heavy duty drill and snapped his wrist, and that was
my god,
him over. So there was a new dentist came in, and like, she's a great, like a tremendous dentist. Like her artistry,
fantastic.
10 out of 10. Her bedside manner,
0.
not as much crack.
Really?
You know, I used to go in like a chat with him. Now he was like, you know, have you been enjoying too much sugar? I'd be like, you know me, and he'd be like, let's just fill it. Yeah. She'd be like, have you fucking seen the state of your face?
You're disgusting.
Like, yeah. And then she was like, she wanted to take like a few of my teeth out, and like there was one that was broken, and she took that out, and it was awful good of her. And then she's like, do you want the one on the other side? And I was like, does it need to come out? And she was like, nah.
Just so it'll match her.
Yeah, I was like, what? She's like, no, but I think like you could, if I put an implant in where that one is, you could put another implant in there, and I could do it for you and be sweet. And I was like,
$5,000.
No, no, I don't think. What sort of money you think I have? She was like, no, I could, you know, if you want, I could start off by just putting the base layer in, you know, the foundations, and then put the. I was like, well, how much is that? And she's like, $8,000 a tooth. Like, it's not. I was like, all right, just the $8,000 a tooth.
Oh my god.
Yeah. No, I wish I had done it maybe a couple of weeks ago and just written it off as tax.
Yeah.
Would have been smart, but
that would be good. I wonder if you can get away with that, because I mean, it's you're a performer, and it's aesthetics, isn't it?
I think so. I reckon. What in the comments?
I'm going to see if I can
know.
write off my Invisalign.
Yeah,
because like $3 or $4 grand.
Yeah, obviously. Like, why wouldn't you? I would be. I'd be like, because at the end of the day, you think about it. Your face as you're performing, you're smiling, you're on stage.
Oh my god! I hope people do write in the comments if there's anybody who's a tax advisor. Can I write off my Invisalign?
I'd say you get some off it. What do you reckon? Are you looking it up over there?
I'm going for a trip to the dentist.
I was at the dentist yesterday. My dentist on the Lisburn Road. It's called New Life Teeth, and my dentist is Madeline. Shout out to Madeline. Oh my god, she's so cool. She's really cool for a dentist.
Took me a wee bit off, because I thought the place you went for the dentist was a place where I went for like finding out if there were babies inside my wife. But that's
New
a different
Life
place.
Teeth.
Yeah.
Is that where you went to check out what was inside your wife?
Maybe that's wrong. I thought it was called New Life, but that's not New Life Teeth anyway.
New Life Teeth's maybe a subsidiary where they find out if the things in you have teeth.
Yeah, New Life Wombs maybe. Yeah, it's like, what is that? They do dentistry now too.
Invisalign? No, you can't.
Excuse, what do you mean?
Even if you say that I'm on camera or my face is my income, no. Same as.
According to who?
ChatGPT,
You know what ChatGPT is?
I'd like to know ChatGPT's qualifications.
Yeah.
Could you say, ChatGPT, are you sure? And could you ask ChatGPT, say, this person is a model?
What other?
But here's one for Chat. Here's ChatGPT.
And comedian.
Emer has very, I suppose, do you have low self-esteem being on stage?
No. Yes.
Being on stage.
Hugely.
And when you see your teeth back, you feel like you don't have the confidence in your teeth.
Yes.
To perform, and you can't go on stage. Therefore, you can't get an income because you can't go on. You can't do your job.
Tell
because of how your teeth
ChatGPT
make you
my
feel.
self-esteem is through the floor.
And you can't get on stage.
Can't get on stage with horrific teeth.
I know,
they're humiliating.
Which look tremendous, man. So yeah, if you can,
I've only had Invisalign for a couple of months. I had literally a tooth in the top, tooth in the bottom. They needed moved back fractionally. And
do you feel it? Like, do you feel it going, like twisting your teeth and all?
It is painful. I found it very painful.
It says that because Invisalign is permanent and you benefit from it, even if you stop modelling, then it can't count.
What are you trying to say?
Well, it's actually, I would like to dispute that, because Invisalign is not perfect. Because if I take Invisalign out for an hour, for example, to do a podcast, my teeth have moved the time I try and put it back in, so it's not permanent. I would like you to make that point. It is not permanent.
I would also like you to ask this question: if Emer was not to get, if it wasn't tax, if you can write it off, and she said, I'm going to pull my teeth out.
Yep.
What would they say about that? Because that's what I would say. I'm going to pull them out. That's true, it's permanent.
Like your dentist.
Yeah.
Pull them out.
Oh, she was dying to just pull my teeth. And you know what else she said? And I've said this before, so apologies if I'm repeating myself, faithful, loyal listeners. But again, I know there's been a 900% increase in listeners in last year, so
Absolutely.
you probably haven't. But she did say that I had a head that was a similar size and structure to a gorilla, which
Dave, did she actually say that?
Yeah. Because she's pulling your tooth. She's like, this must be what it's like pulling tooth from a
Did
gorilla.
she actually say that?
No, I was a bit like at the time. Yeah. Gorilla head here. Yeah. But I did feel like her foot was on the table trying to yank my tooth out. And I remember going, she's like, is this sore? And I was like, yeah, it's definitely a bit sore. You know when you feel blood just dribbling out the side of your mouth?
Yeah.
Like, it's a bit much blood there.
I don't know. I have questions about her bedside manner. You have
Yeah.
the head of a gorilla.
Yeah. And you know what I said? You have the demeanour of a snake.
You should have said
You're a
said
slithery
that.
bastard. Oh, yeah.
Well, no, I'll not be going there. I'll be sticking with my dentist class. She listens to Taylor Swift and she goes to festivals and she's really cool and one of the reasons I thought I'll go to her, I saw that she'd won the cosmetic dentist of the year, but she's really beautiful and has incredible teeth, and I thought if her teeth are incredible, she'll make mine incredible.
Yeah.
So I thought she was a great advertisement for a cosmetic dentist.
Yeah.
Is Snake Woman, are her teeth good?
Her teeth are good. And she's very, like, fit. You know, like, so when you look at her, you go, that's a woman that cares about her body. She works out, she looks after teeth, her hygiene. She's, like, but then I also...
Hygiene's impeccable.
It's fantastic, but she also gave me the opinion that I felt less in her presence.
Yeah.
But she is, like, an alpha female. Like, she was, like...
Alpha females are way scarier than alpha males.
You know what else she does? She a big old car in her, big old dear car, parks over 2 spaces because we think so small. So
what kind of car does she have?
Oh, biggin'. I don't know cars, but I feel like I'm giving too much away.
People are going to know who she is. Like, she's going to be, like, running around, really athletic, really gorgeous, big massive car, pulling teeth out.
Hunting me down.
Hunting gorillas.
Just for the
everyone will be like, that's her.
Yeah.
I get what she means, but she didn't need to say it.
No, but again, that's that old, like alpha male, like, confidence thing. You're like, yeah, I'm a fucking girl, I love that. You know, see if she'd have said
and
to me...
then you were like, oh.
Yeah, like, if she was like, you're like a wee, I don't know. Like
lamb?
You're a wee baby lamb with a big long jaw. Creepy. You're a wee, what was it, marmoset? Is that an animal?
That's a type of monkey, I think.
Yeah, a wee marmoset.
You're a llama.
A llama, yeah, those guys.
With a big long neck.
Yeah, I have no neck. I'm just my head. God ran out of necks when he's making me and just plopped it on the shoulders. So, like, there you go. So what's the update? Have you done a checkup? And by the way, this is ChatGPT, which always wrong.
Always.
Like, do you not see there was a legal case just last week about ChatGPT, a flipping, like, chief constable had done a report on something, and he was talking about, like, the reasons why they stopped the football match from, like, an Israeli team playing. They were like, you can't come over here because of whatever, there's going to be trouble and blah blah. And they were like the issues between West Ham and this other Israeli team that they'd never played.
Oh my god.
So ChatGPT just made that up, and they're like, yeah, well, did you use ChatGPT? And he was like, no.
He's like, what's ChatGPT?
And then they're like, no, did you? And he was like, yes, you got me. Well, give it away. Oh, you know the fact the thing was just fully
Never
made
happened.
up. Yeah. So
oh my god.
Well, I said that if Eve's not able to write it off, she's going to start pulling her.
Who the hell's Eve? Did you just call me Eve?
Oh, he just called you Eve. Oh my god.
He just called me Eve. I'm
Eve.
sorry, I'm going. Cut the cameras.
Well, I was trying to write fast.
All right.
All right,
sorry, he's
Gideon.
dyslexic.
And I'm dyslexic.
And Emer's hard to spell.
Added to the problem.
Emer's hard to
It's hard
spell.
to
It's got
spell.
4 letters.
And 2 of them are the same.
Yeah, E-M-E-R.
I wrote ever is what I wrote.
Oh, ever? Oh, that's fine.
If ever was not able to write off, she said that she is going to pull her teeth out. What do you say to that?
What do you say?
We said Emperor.
Says that's not tax planning, that's a Netflix special.
Oh wow, go ahead.
ChatGPT gets a wee bit feisty.
I said it's literal, she isn't joking. I think she's about to start yanking them right now, and they've linked me to the Samaritans.
Oh wow, well there you go.
That's going to quickly. I don't know if you'd die by pulling all your teeth out.
It would hurt, like.
You would pass out with the pain, I
It's
think.
worth a call to the wee Sammies, I think.
I think so. Guys, your fitness journey does not have to be a lonely journey. Like, you think about everybody who have summited Mount Everest. Have they done it themselves? No. Who do they have with them? Sherpas. And do you need a weight loss Sherpa? I think you do. And you're looking at me probably going, are you going to be in my weight? No, I've got much too much to do with my time. But I can tell you the people who can be weight loss Sherpas for you. Omnia Wellness. Omnia Wellness are my fitness and weight loss Sherpas. They offer support to all kinds of health and fitness and weight loss targets that you have, whether it be natural, whether it be medicated. They offer you a one-to-one service at the drop of a text, of a WhatsApp. They're there to offer you support. And for me personally, I'm taking Manjaro, and it's making me feel less hungry and a bit more, you know, it's making me feel a bit more in love with myself. See, when I put my jeans on, I'm like, oh, I'm down a rung on my belt. Love it. And that's all thanks to Omnia Wellness. Now, they do one-on-one services. They offer you PT services, nutritional advice, whatever you want. Check out their website, www.omniawellness.co.uk, and see what they have to offer. And if you're looking at it going, oh, how much is that Sherpa in the window? I'd like to take it. You could do that for full price if you wish. Or you can say, your friend Davey here is giving you 20% off with the discount code SLYGUY20%. That's SLYGUY20%. Right here, as you can see across my hands. I love to do this because then it means the young boys have to do a graphic right here, and it's majestic. Or you can just follow the link in the description of the podcast. But I couldn't recommend them enough. I'm loving my fitness journey so far. I'm sticking to it, which is the biggest problem I've had, and I'm feeling good. So guys, if you want to feel good yourselves, check out Omnia Wellness today. That was the most smooth one yet.
That was fucking great.
That was, yeah, I was impressed with that.
I was impressive.
There we go. Wow, eh?
Jesus, I'm sold.
Yeah, but it didn't say CQC regulated, but who cares?
It was fucking great.
You know, you can put CQC right in the corner. Dave was supposed to say CQC regulated.
I'll just keep on listening.
Yeah, okay.
And now back to the video.
Yeah, now back to the video. I mean, have you seen The Housemaid? The film?
No.
No, well, there's, spoiler alert, there's a scene in that where there's a character is forced to pull one of his teeth out, and it's grim to watch with a pair of pliers, but he's a bit of work. So, you know, you're just like, enjoy that a bit.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's a good film. My favourite actress, Sydney Sweeney, and it's worth checking out.
Oh, I must watch that. I love films.
Yeah,
must watch
good
that.
time. But yeah, so I think, yeah, it would be sore. Like, I mean, have you ever had toothache?
Only once recently, and I went in, and I'm terrified of the dentist. So before I went to this cosmetic dentist, I hadn't been to the dentist in about 6 years, because I really had a very severe phobia. But the last time I was in before that, I had gone in, and there was someone in with me, and they had to, for them to look at my mouth, they had to get extra people in to hold me down. Just looking at my mouth and all, I was thrashing around and all like a shark. I was going mental. And then they were like, one of your teeth needs to come out. And they wanted to book me, but they were like, you're going to need to be sedated for your tooth to come out. And my friend was with them.
And you're like, why? What's wrong with this?
My friend was with them, and she was like, take it out today.
Yeah.
She'll not come back.
Yeah.
And I don't know, bravery overcame me, and I was like, just do it, just take it out. So they got the two people down holding my legs, the two people holding my shoulders, right? I was hysterical, and I'm not a very emotional person. Like, I'm not a crier, nothing like that. But the dentist freaks me out so much. So they were all holding me down, and it was the same what you were saying about your big gorilla head. Like, she was trying to pull it out. And she was like, God, it's really stuck in there. And I was like, yeah, it's implanted into my jaw. And she couldn't get it. And it took quite a lot of work. And she finally got it out. But that was a horrific experience.
Oh, yeah.
It was terrible. But then the pain, as soon as it came out, was gone.
Yeah, see, that's the best part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the actual coming, and then, like, she was very proud of work. She's like, do you want to take it? Do I take that, eh? Like,
Do you want to take it home, put it on a
take
necklace?
it home? Yeah, you can sell it to the fucking the ivory thieves in fucking Gambia or whatever. There you go. It's like, all right, Jesus.
Big gorilla man.
But yeah, no, I think like it's a good thing to be able to overcome a fear. And now, have you had to have like the super perfect dentist in order for you to go back? Is that the like? I respect.
And
that.
I had joined other dentists and stuff, and like I had joined nervous patient specialist dentists and everything. And I remember there was one I joined, and it was for nervous patients. And I made the appointment. I kept getting further in my process of going. So sometimes I'd ring up and make an appointment and then not turn up. So then I rang up, and I actually turned up for the appointment, and they came out to the waiting room, and they were like, Emer Maguire, and I just pretended it wasn't me. And then whenever they went back, and I just left because, and I wasn't being rude. It's a genuine phobia, and my dentist that I'm at the minute has all but cured that for me.
Yeah.
She's been so good. And now they're doing things that aren't nice. Like whenever you're getting a Invisalign, whenever they're doing refinements and all, they're like, they put wee bits of cement in your teeth, so they're chipping them off. They get a file, and they file in between your teeth, which is the most repulsive thing ever.
You
It's
could just
the
use a pneumatic drill on my teeth.
Oh, it's horrendous. But like, I'm totally fine, and I think it's because they're so good.
Yeah.
All the staff in it are so lovely. I really like it.
Like I feel actually the same going to mine now. It's like, you know what? I look forward to have a wee bit of a chat. You know, now albeit the
With
last
your
time.
woman?
Well, no, this is a new one I've got. I've moved on from her. I had a car for a couple, and I was like, I have to remortgage every time I go and see her.
And
It's
you
so
also
dear.
have to have therapy.
Yeah, and then she's like, I walk in, and she's like, oh, you're looking fat today. I'm like, what? No.
Particularly
But-
with steady you.
It was just the price of it. I ended up, and then now that being said, I would have to drive from, I live in Bangor, drive to Hollywood to get my teeth looked at, whereas now I just am down the street. I'm in with my wee daughter, and we go together now, and she lies on top of my chest and get my teeth done.
Oh,
And,
that's so cute.
But now she's getting bigger, so it was fine when she was like 2 or 3. But now she's like a lion type, and then she'll stick her finger in, and I'll be like, "But don't do that, because
Yeah.
you lick those and put them in shit and stuff, and I don't want that in my mouth. And also,
Blech.
it's clean, and they're, you know, don't get me infected with your germs, stinker." So I do like my current dentist now. The last time I went in, they'd seen me in blue lights, and I was like,
You're like, I'm a big star, baby.
yeah, because I never mentioned or anything before, and it just happened, you know, just went in like a normal guy. So
Yeah.
Didn't let, and I'm like, were you in blue lights? I was like, yeah. So we didn't know you did that. I'm like, yeah, well.
You're like, well, I don't like to
So,
talk about it. But
did I get any discount? And they were like, no. You know, but you should read your report from the old dentist. Like, she wrote some stuff about you. But no, I think like when you get to an age, it's important to try to face phobias. I faced a phobia over Christmas and was proven to be right in my phobia.
Oh, God.
I'm petrified of heights.
Fair enough. Me
Like,
too.
I hate them. I think a man, especially of my like girth and density, should not be a certain level off the ground. You know what I mean? I think
I agree.
it's
Because I'm a
problematic.
similar girth and density, but there's just a lot less of me height-wise.
And I just think it's a problem. And you know what? I don't like it. I've always hated it to the point that I get a physical response to like, I feel, and I don't know why they make me feel like this, but if I'm up really high, I feel like all kinds of tingles in my bum, and not in a nice way. Like, I feel like tingle in my bottom. I feel like actually my testicles are going inside my body again. It's all around there.
That's so weird.
It
Why
feels-
is it there? And why is it your bum?
I don't know. And I don't know why, like, is this just God having banter? Or is like, you know, listen, I get that you feel really anxious here and you're going to panic, but for a bit of crack, you may or may not shit yourself too. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
So-
I was going to say maybe because they're like, they might be your most precious parts to you.
Oh, absolutely not me.
No?
No, not me. Nothing precious there. But we went to the Enchanted Christmas Wonderlight Garden in Antrim Castle
Oh, that's
Gardens.
brilliant.
And having a nice time, and we got sort of towards the end, and Catherine was like, do you want, and the girls want to go on the Ferris wheel, and
been
she's
on
like, you can sit there, don't worry about it, you can wait. And I was like, my actual honest thought was, I don't know if I think Catherine's going to be good enough with the health and safety checks and the risk assessments. I have to go and make sure, because Matilda's a wee dick, like, with all, love you, but she's a sort of
Love you,
climb out
sweetie.
and fall,
Jump.
you know.
Aye,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was like, I need to be there to hold her. So I was like, I'm going to go on. And Catherine's like, you don't need to. And I was like, no, I'm not scared. As the line was getting shorter, albeit it did take over an hour to get from the back of the line to the top of the line. So I would have been really standing freezing nuts off anyway. But I was like, I'll go. And as the line was getting shorter and getting closer, I was starting to have to like low key work on my breath a bit, like calm. And then we eventually got on, and it was okay up until it started moving. And then it sort of went up and was shaking like that. And you know why you have to get on and it goes round and other people it's really slow and you're just sort of there. I got to the top and it was windy and it was really going.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's terrible.
I was like, look how lovely the lights are and all. I was like, nah, it's good. Like, don't worry. I'm just staring at this pole in the middle of it, hoping that it works. And then I going, why is there an extra Polish man in this? I was holding on, trying to not look. And she had a photo of me, and I didn't realize how white knuckled I was. I was really like holding on, like with my hand. Don't, Matilda, don't move. She's trying, where can I look? I'm like, no. And then we started making a weird noise, like creaky noise.
Creek. I was going to say, was it a creek?
Yeah, and then we got to the bottom, and the sort of the gondola, do you call them, before us? The
little cabin thing. I don't know
like,
what you would
yeah,
call
I
it.
don't know what that's called. Is it like I thought it was a gondola. If this is right, I'm going to be so chuffed
In
myself.
the Ferris wheel?
Yeah.
Oh,
And it got down,
impressive.
and then they stopped, and we hadn't actually gone a full way round. It was just to let people on. They got off, and they were like, "Here, we need to get you off." And we as our friends were in the one in front of us, and they were like, "What is it?" And she goes, "Oh, they're saying the wheel's broken." And I was like, "All right." Sweet. And they're
Oh
like,
my
so we went off,
god.
what's broken? And I think there was like, wheels to like the actual like tires to turn around. The tires weren't turning, so the wheel was just creaking around these tires, and it was just like
That is
grating, and
terrifying.
it was awful. And I was like, thank goodness it. And then they're like, you can't wait to see if we can fix it, but we don't
Absolutely
really know
not.
what the problem is. And like, we'll give you. And I was like, you know what? Don't worry about the refund. It's grand. I just want to go because I've been queuing here for an hour and a half, and Antrim Castle Gardens is cold, lovely. The lights are amazing, but also no
Gondolas. You're right.
gondolas.
I've never heard that before.
Well, there you go.
That's impressive.
Yeah, imagine that. If you want to go to a gondola in Venice, I'd love to, and then they put me in a Ferris wheel. So yeah, I faced my fear, and I was proven to be.
Well, there's some fear.
Were your balls tingling in a gondola?
Yeah, they were tickling in the gondola. Yeah, why is that so funny? They just like if I'm near any height, and then it starts off there, right? It starts at the sort of bum, and then spreads out, and then my legs go weak.
Legs start shaking.
Yeah, and it's like I can't. Like whenever I'm near the edge of a cliff, even if other people, especially like that too, like looking over a castle and stuff, and like my dad, I remember from a kid, this is one of my earlier memories, my dad would set my sister up on like the wall of a castle, and her feet would be hanging over, and I'm like, I'd be standing there going, can you get her down please? And like about 7, Dad, sorry, I know you're only, do you mind? I know you're the grown up, but can you get her down please? I don't know what it is, because my testicles are still inside my body because I've not dropped yet, but there's a tingling, can you please? And then a friend of mine, we were at a castle, he had fucking castles, and he was a couple of years older than me. He ran and jumped off the castle, and I shit myself.
Oh my
but he
God.
knew there was a little ledge below, and I was like, haha. And then I thought he just dove into the sea and killed himself, but and he was like, I gotcha, and I was like, I'll get you one day.
There's things like that are, I think there's things that they're like extreme phobias that must be in us from our ancestors or something. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not natural to be up on a really, really, really high height. Like, it's not normal.
No, but then on a plane I'm okay, because I think I'll just go.
That's different.
Yeah.
And you're not. That's different. I don't know why. It's like I have a horrific fear of spiders, like a really bad phobia of spiders. And like it's not logical at all. And I love animals. I'm not afraid of any animals. But see, if I see a spider, I am hysterical. And I've passed that fear on to one of my dogs now. So when he was a pup, there was a spider in front of his wee crate where he was sleeping, and I screamed, and then he started to yelp. So now anytime he sees a spider, he yelps. He's afraid. But like, I can't. It's like as soon as I see it, I don't know if my brain just goes back in time to one of my ancestors being bitten by a spider or whatever, but I be terrified, and I can't control it. It's a totally physical reaction, and I'm nearly like, I can't breathe.
And do you think that's one to talk through? Because Catherine's the same with spiders.
Is she?
And she screams, oh, and I'm like, what's wrong? She goes, there's a spider.
I'd be terrified.
And like, I have to kill every spider in my house. Like, it's my job.
That's what I'd be like. I'm like, kill it. And my girlfriend or my mum or my brother would be like, no, we'll put it outside. And I'm like, I need you to kill it, because if you don't kill it, it's going to lay eggs and there's going to be spiders everywhere.
Yeah, that's what she's afraid of, the eggs.
That's what I'm afraid of. It just, me waking up. Did you ever watch that movie, Arachnophobia? I watched that when I was a child. I'd just be terrified. All these spiders everywhere. That is my nightmare.
Yeah, see, but then they're weird wee things too, because they move in such an unnatural way.
That's why
that's creepy.
It's the unexpected nature of them that I don't like. You can't, like, I'm not afraid. See, if there was mice in my house, rats, anything, I would not be afraid. It's because they're so unexpected and they disappear and they're so quick. They freak the life out of me.
And they'll always come back.
Yeah. Oh God, it's made me feel sick thinking about it.
Have you ever seen the movie Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yes, is that with David Arquette? Or
I just, a memory popped up a long time ago. Toxic waste into a river and spiders get big.
And they're in a jeep and the spiders are following them
in a cave, in a tunnel.
Yeah,
and then they blow them up.
We rented that out from Premier Vision whenever we were children.
I think I
ran
rented
it was the
yeah.
opposite of Extra.
Wow, eh?
Premier
Vision.
It was actually Premier Movies. Spoonerism, the Extra Vision and the Premier Movies. But we rented Eight-Legged Freaks out, and it was terrifying. But it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
They're massive.
Are there any movies that you've watched that like that you're like properly scared of, or you're like, oh,
I love scary movies. Horror movies are my favourite. Probably anything with spiders I would be afraid of, but otherwise scary movies and horror movies just kind of bring me happiness and joy, because I enjoy them. They're my favourite category of movies.
Well, what's your favourite type of horror film? What's your favourite scary movie?
Well, on that,
ever.
I love the Scream movies.
Yeah.
Really love the Scream movies. I think because they came out when I was wee and I watched them quite young, and I always found them a bit darkly funny. I love those. I don't like anything with ghosts because I don't believe in them, so I don't find them scary. anything that's about, I love things that are about like cults and stuff. Have you ever seen Midsummer with Florence
Yes.
Pugh? Honestly, one of the best
It's creepy
movies
too,
ever. I know, but I really, really like that. And I like those. Have you seen those Smile movies?
Yes.
I like those. Any scary movies? I love the likes of like the Purge movies. Like I'll watch those if I'm doing work and I need something in the background just to keep me awake. And I love like all the corny ones like Final Destination. I love the ones where there's loads of parts to them. And there's one coming out. Oh yes, did you see Ready or Not, where the girls marrying into a family and they have this family tradition that on the night they get married they play a game and they all hunt each other.
Yes.
There's a Ready or Not 2 coming out, and Ready or Not 1 was with, is it Samira Weaving or something? She looks exactly like Margot Robbie. It was with her and it was incredible. I like those ones that are kind of like fast-paced, high stakes. So the second one that's coming out, and one of the best ones I've ever seen is Creep.
Oh, Creep's brilliant.
Which is
Brilliant.
like a real cult movie. I saw it years ago and I loved it.
That's the sort of hidden, like this film about
it's
the
like
guy.
found footage.
Yeah, that's brilliant. That is
it's so good.
Very, very
but
good.
anything that's horror movie related, I love Get Out too.
Yeah.
With what do you call that? The British guy who's in that. Where the older white people steal the bodies of younger fit black people so that they can, and they put their brains into them so they can continue to be them forever. But it's an English guy who stars in it.
Yeah, he's a wee Arsenal supporter. I can't remember his name.
I can't remember his
Daniel
name either.
Kaluuya.
Yes.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah.
It's a class movie.
Yeah.
So anything scary I like.
Have you seen the one? It's like, I think it's a New Zealand or Australian horror film, and it's about like this like hand, and these kids go around and like shake his hand, and it's like.
No.
It's like this old. Can you find out what it is? Yeah, I watched it. Like, there's nothing else on in the cinema. I thought it was brilliant. Like a really, really good.
Was it recently?
Yeah, it's like maybe a couple of years ago. I think.
So those guys were originally YouTubers, Raka Raka, and they used to do these things where they would like do big fights and stuff. Talk to Me is what it's called.
Talk to Me.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Check out Talk to Me. It's a good show.
So they basically made that movie and then sold it to A24, and they bought it, and that's.
Oh wow!
Yeah, but it was a good time. And it's creepy. And then what's the one where it's like It Follows? Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
It's a good one too. It's like where there's this like
I've heard of it.
Curse, and it does it's just so, it's a good one too.
I've heard of it. I watched one recently. I think it was called Menu, on Netflix, and it was Ralph Fiennes, who's obviously Voldemort. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And I thought it was brilliant. It was weird.
So weird.
And Nicholas Hoult is in it.
Epstein-y, wasn't it?
It really was. But I like that whole thing, like, you know, Ready or Not, where they're hunting people, or Squid Game, like all that kind of thing where it's humans and it's sport and it's, I love stuff like that, and it was very much like that.
So do you like Hostel and things as well? And it was like,
yeah. And like Wrong Turn.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that when you were younger? Oh,
so
I love those movies.
I think there's stuff that like, you know, is there could be something like that going on somewhere that we just don't know
so
about.
Those are the ones I like. That's why I don't like, I know loads of people believe in ghosts and paranormal and stuff, but I am so concrete and so literal that I just don't, because I can't. If I can't see it, to me it just doesn't exist. So anything like, I remember Paranormal Activity or any of those kind of ones, I just could never ever fight. I would be so bored, because I'm like, well, that's never going to happen. Whereas serial killers, you know, all that kind of thing, I love it, because it's like controlled fear. Like you get a little rush of being afraid, but you know it's not happening to you, but it could. Yeah. So I love stuff like that.
Well, Michael Myers used to be a big one that I was afraid of until my dad was
I do like Halloween.
Oh, the original was brilliant. But like my dad was like, so what's the deal here? I'm like, I'm scared of him and all. He's like, but he only doesn't like his sister. Like, what do you think he's going to do? Get her and then get in a plane and come over here? Get you? And what makes you so special? Michael Myers is going to get on a plane, all like he get caught. I'm like, all right.
That's like reassuring you through lowering your self-esteem.
Yeah,
what makes you so special?
Yeah, and he's going to come and get
Michael Myers not going to give a shit about you.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he only kills his fucking sisters. You know, you're a white male, you'd be sweet. And I'm like, all right, Dad, cheers.
But no, it's a very good good movie. Maybe people can give us recommendations for horror movies, because I'm always looking for new ones. Because I like to make a list.
Yeah, I like new ones. Have you seen? Oh, what's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. Oh no! It's this woman lives under a house. Barbarian.
No.
Check that out. It's creepy and weird.
What's the premise?
I think these people move into a new house. Can you check what Barbarian's premise is? Because I don't want to give it away. But there's all these weird goings on in this new house they move into, and it transpires
There's someone living there.
there's something a bit freaky going on down there. Yeah.
I listen to true crime podcasts every single day in the car. I listen to them when I wake up in the morning. I listen to them when I'm doing any type of chores. I listen to them to help me go to sleep. I'm obsessed with them. I love them. And I listened to one recently where these two kids, their mummy died, so it was just them and their dad, and they kept saying they were hearing noises in the house, but the dad then thought, oh, they're traumatized because they were really young. They were maybe your wee girl's age. The dad thought they're traumatized because they've lost their mummy, but then the noises started becoming really, really obvious, and then it turned out that there was a man living in the crawl space of their house and going in and doing things when they weren't there. And then I think at one point he ended up murdering the dad or murdering somebody. It's like those things happen.
It's funny you mention that. I saw a story on Instagram yesterday about a Japanese man who died in a U-bend of a toilet because he climbed in this to look up someone's bum on the toilet. Yeah. You know, it's karma, really.
You play with fire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What
You're going to get stuck in the U-bend.
Shit to death, yeah.
He must have been tiny.
Yeah, but I don't know whatever way it was. He went down and that was a way he died. I think it was maybe the septic tank he got stuck in, not the U-bend.
Because I was like, how did he fit in the U-bend? Is he like this size?
Yeah, he crawled down in the septic tank so he could look up a wee hole and he couldn't get out again.
Oh my. Well, do you know what?
Yeah.
Serves him right.
Yeah. Did you look up Barbarian there? Something you were
so,
sniggering about? I heard a wee snigger out of the way.
A woman named Tess arrived at a rental house in Detroit for a job interview, only to discover it's been double booked with a stranger. Against her better judgment, she stays the night.
Would I hell stay with the Well, that was her first mistake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's weird.
And she brought that on herself, not to victim blame her, but she did.
The guys are always a bit like, you know, I mean, if you want to stay, like, I'm sorry, I've booked, you can stay too. And they're never like, oh, here, I'll just bounce because it is a bit weird. Like, if a dude, you know, it's always creepy guys. Come on,
it is. I must watch that. There's a really good one. It must be on Netflix. I think it's called something like Hush or something.
Yes,
with the deaf girl.
The deaf woman, yeah, it's is creepy.
Class. Yeah. I love it. And there's a guy kind of stalking her. She's like prey in the house and he's stalking her, but she's deaf, so she can't hear where he is or where he's coming. And of course he's wearing a freaky ski mask.
Yeah.
It's one that I really like as well.
But you know what I thought would have made that better?
Like that.
If she did more like deaf shouting and stuff.
Like,
you know, get away from me.
I was going to think I'm not doing an impression, I get cancelled.
But that would add a bit more crack, wouldn't it?
That would make it a bit more lighthearted. Don't think that's what they were going for.
No, but it was very creepy.
Oh, it was creepy.
And then the worst, you know, when she's sitting on a laptop and you see the head at the window.
Yeah, I love stuff like that.
Have you seen the opposite of that, where there's a blind guy who's like keeping people to like inseminate them and all, and they're trying to escape him, but because he's blind, he's got super everything else, like all. But
how did he know who or what he was inseminating?
He can he's a creep, like, and he had like big basters and all. It was gross what he was doing.
I've never seen that.
It's like see nothing or
don't breathe
because he can hear. That's right, because he's blind, but he can super hearing and all.
Oh my god!
So they're trying to escape.
I wonder,
him.
Does that actually happen? Do your other senses really amp up?
Like, do you ever like be going to the toilet or something at night and you just like don't want to turn the light on to disturb anybody, and you have to like think in your mind, you're like, go back to all the years you were eating carrots, be like, I'll use my carrot reserves here, and then just make your way into the toilet. Like,
well,
sometimes
I kind of feel my way into the toilet because I'm really blind and I just keep my glasses off.
It's like a wee mole.
It's all oh my god, that's what my girlfriend calls me, naked mole rat. So like I just go in and I'm just like, so there's no point turning the lights on because I can't see anyway.
See, I used to be really good in my house. I would close my eyes to give myself, like, just to see if I knew my house well enough. And I remember once I did it.
You're a freak.
Yeah. And I'm walking around like this, like Michael Barrymore with my eyes shut. And I was going around in my bed and I had my eyes closed because I knew where my bed was, and I was like, I'm just going to dive into my bed. But it turns out I didn't get my calculations entirely right, and I just dove. I was too close to the bed and the wall.
Geez.
So I just dove, near broke my neck, missed the bed, landed on the ground.
Oh my god!
No, why did I not open my eyes? It was awful.
See, when I was on holidays last year, and it was for one of my brother's birthdays. It was his 30th, and me and my youngest brother were sharing an apartment with my 30-year-old brother and his wife, and I went to the toilet in the middle of the night, but obviously we only have one bathroom between the four of us, but because I don't turn the lights on because I can't see anyway, I creeped up Everybody was fast asleep. Didn't turn on the lights in me and my brother's bedroom, and didn't turn the lights on in the bathroom. So I went into the bathroom, closed the door, was sitting in the dark, sitting on the toilet, peeing, and all of a sudden my brother came in and opened the door and screamed. And I was like, hello. I was just sitting there. I don't even think I had anything on me. Like, hello. And he was like, Jesus Christ. And it was so funny, and we talked about it for the whole holiday, but it was just like, he was like, what is wrong with you? Why are you sitting in the dark? And I was like, why not? You know, and I just think he was so creeped out.
Probably it's the last thing you expect to see, cause you're just like,
and it was about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Do you know? And he was just like, he was just stumbling in, and I was just, hello.
There's nothing funnier than that, though, is there?
I must have just looked like a really oversized toddler, just sitting there like, hello.
But then in his mind, is he like, is this a prank? Has she been waiting there like all night, or is this just?
He probably thinks I would do that. But you know, whenever you go in the night and you don't just go immediately and get up, you have a wee sit and you have a wee. So I was sitting there. I was quite relaxed.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. I like to have a wee sit like at night, because my aim's not great at night. So when you've been sleeping, it's not the best. I think to avoid missing, I just have a wee sit down. And
that's good. I appreciate that, because I
yeah.
hate going in the toilet after boys and peed all over the toilet.
No.
Just wipe it off.
Yeah.
Or do a Dave and have a sit.
Have a sit down. And there was one time actually, Catherine opened the bathroom door and I was sitting in the toilet and she goes, "Oh, are you doing a poo?" And I was like, "No, I'm just doing a pee." And she's like, Why are you sitting? And I was like, I just don't think I could be bothered to stand.
Well, do you know what I've often wondered? Obviously, if you're a girl, you always sit to pee. But if you're a boy, like, a lot of times if I go to the toilet, I'm like, oh, it's a lovely wee break. Do you not get tired standing all the time?
No, I would say not. The only thing I remember back when I would have drank a bit and would have been on a night out and you're blitzed, you'd lean your head against the wall of the urinal and just stabilise yourself and just, but no, it's like, it can be a nice time to pee. But then I always get caught doing weird stuff if I'm not doing my, like you can guarantee nobody will walk into me doing a pee. The minute I try something a bit different.
Oh yeah. There's an audience.
I remember my housemate walked into me once. I thought, like, we sit down to pee. we sit down to pee. Sometimes we feel like it, but we know, like, if we're peeing this way, we don't often sit that way. You know, like the cool kid would sit in like a high school TV show where they'd have the chair backwards.
Oh yeah.
So this one time I just thought, I'm going to sit down over the toilet backwards. So like I was leaning my arms on top of the cistern and I was peeing, and he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm just doing this." And he was like, "But why is it like that?" And there was no reason other than I just wanted to try it out to see. And he was like, he probably thought I was doing something dodgy to it, like humping the toilet.
Thought you were.
He's like, "Why are you doing that?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm
going to try that on my next family holiday and wait for one of my brothers to come in. I'll just be sitting there, "Hello, I'm just doing the Dave."
A reverse pee. But yeah, so I've never done that again since. And I think, like, actually to push out everything into the toilet and all, it was like, the willy was touching the porcelain. I was,
well, see, that's
gross.
what I would be, you know, that wouldn't be my specialist topic, but I would be concerned if it would be very dirty, you know, touching things.
Yeah, I think so.
Swinging around.
It's it wasn't good. So I just try to stand up where I can, or sit down if I don't want to make a mess at night. Because I've also gone up tired one night and peed all over the toilet seat, like the lid closed. You know, which is not a good one either. So you just got to be careful. How do we get on to this?
I don't know. Horror movies?
Horror movies? Maybe that is a horror movie. The man can't pee.
That is. Blind people.
Toilets at night. Wow.
Mole toilet, something there.
What a breadth of information.
This is why this is not the normal podcast. People, this is a random, bizarre conversation. You never know where it's going to end up.
Absolutely. That's good though.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Now, I always chat about pain. I feel like, and now, albeit I am drinking a lot of water at the minute. This is my second one of these today.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I like to start my day with water.
With, what is that, 2 litres?
That's 2 litres. But I also feel like,
Holy moly.
Like I feel like I didn't drink enough water over Christmas, and I feel like my insides are just like stodge.
You trying to make up for it?
I'm trying to be hydrated as all F, you know. And you, like, Gareth here does some bizarre stuff, not as bizarre as peeing reverse on the toilet, but he would. How many lemons do you drink a day?
I crush about 12 lemons a day. I can't stop.
What do you mean crush them?
I'm drinking.
Offense them.
I'll get lemons, I'll just squeeze them, and I'll drink it.
Just the lemons.
Sometimes I'll put it into water, but a lot of the time it's just lemons.
I don't think that's normal.
Yeah, I imagine it would give you.
No, just banter.
Yes, brains. Yeah. But like, I feel like surely that gives you like acid reflux a bit.
It did for after like a week of just only drinking lemons, and then it got to the point where I would then just put like half a litre is lemon and then half a litre water, and just have like a litre bottle of water and just rock that about.
Gareth, did someone tell you to do this?
No, this is all just, I like do you know the way when you have a lemon you're like that feeling of like,
Oh, you're just
lemon.
trying to feel something.
Yeah.
That's
I
really
know.
sad. I can only get feelings from my crushed lemons.
It's like,
You
you know,
poor boy.
Silas in the Da Vinci Code that like flogs
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
Like, I need to feel something.
That's him.
Yeah.
yeah, so just
Why
I
don't
can't-
you
I
go-
can't
Put it
stop.
in your
So
eyes
I would
next?
I would go to Lidl and just buy about my last Lidl trip was £98 of just lemons.
Of lemons?
Yeah.
£98?
I bought some oranges as well.
£98 in weight or money?
Money.
Sweet Moses.
Do you reckon like people in Lidl are like, here he comes again?
Here's Lemon Man.
boy.
He's back. Yeah.
Danny, you're like just the
That's
usual,
so
and they're like a trolley full of lemons.
Is it like a fetish you have?
No, but last time I was there, the guy was like, so that's there was one before where I just bought like maybe 15 lemons, and he was like, is that 15? And I was like, I just filled up 2 bags, I don't know. And he was asking me like, why 15? And I was like, I like that.
Yeah, why 15 lemons? I'd be like, listen, I'm stuffing a few chickens.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm
That
fond
is
of a
so
gin.
weird.
Yeah.
That's very strange.
You know what I would say to him? I would be like, you think of a lemon problem? I'm an alcoholic. See these lemons? I'm going to cut this. How many lemon slices do you get off one lemon? 10. And I'm going to eat 15 lemons. That means 10 lemons times 15 is what? 150 lemon slices, 150 gins. Don't mind if I do. And then just go
Why
my
don't you do that and suck them?
I could.
The lemons are. Why would you do that and suck them? Oh, God. Please don't.
Just make it sting.
The Lidl cashier, Dave, whoever.
Yeah.
No, honestly, over
That would
winter,
give you the same hit.
like all over Christmas, just I would probably average about 10 lemons a day over Christmas, and then I'm
Sorry, why is
squeezing-
everyone acting like this is
Yeah.
normal? This is not
I'm
normal.
squeezing the lemons, and then just the lemon skins. I was like, right, okay, I set those aside. So for about a couple of hours, they're set aside. Now they're dried. Now I've got fire lighters for Christmas. So now that we fire will stay warm.
What firelighters?
Does
Like
he live
actual
off the
fires?
grid or something?
Just like
Or like your body fire? Do you
no,
mean
just
like
like in the fire of my living room? Now I've got little like dry bits of lemons, which are perfect to start a little fire. So now I just light my little fire. So I've had my lemonade. It's cold, and now just lemon juice.
Have you
and
ever
then-
been tested for anything, Gareth?
Yeah.
I think so.
This
Now
is
I've got my little yeah.
unusual.
But I mean,
This is
does it
strange.
smell nice? The lemon fires?
Yeah, it does.
Does your pee not burn? The lemon's very acidic.
There is a smell.
Oh, nice.
Of lemon, the your wee peas just smell like bleach. There's bleach in the toilet. That's a good way to do it.
That
You,
is.
wowie.
Yeah. So
Yeah, well,
Do you have
that's
any other weird
interesting.
eating habits? That's really making me think you're very strange.
Not that I.
He's like a human goat. He eats like boots and stuff as well.
I would find that
Yeah,
less
the
weird
leather,
than,
yeah.
than averaging 10 lemons a day.
Yeah. But life gives you lemons.
Yeah.
Eat them and start fires with them. That is very odd. What are we at for time over there, Gareth?
We're going to do another 5 minutes, and then we're going to head over to Patreon.
Right, boss. We're going to do another 5 minutes and then we're going to head over to Patreon.com.
How many lemons could you crush in 5?
Oh, don't even tempt me.
Yeah. Now, do you have any lemons in your bag?
No, I'm all out.
All out of lemons?
I'm all out.
How many have you had today?
3.
3. Now, what I
And
will
it's
say,
morning?
I had a wee bit of an assessment today with my Fitbit app. So I'm putting my nutrition and stuff into it. And I was like, is this good diet yesterday? Because calorie-wise, it was under what I needed and all. And I was like, feeling good about myself. It was like, nah, the calories are not great. You have too much sugar in here because I was eating too much fruit. So I think I had 3 oranges, like a little, just oranges, mandarins yesterday, and I got too much sugar in that. And also my rice. I'll not even talk to you about my rice cakes. I broke my heart. But my 3, they were like, you maybe just have 1 orange. So you're probably having too much sugar. You're spiking your insulin.
You probably
Taking
are.
that with all those lemons.
ChatGPT says eating 12 lemons a day would almost certainly cause problems, not benefits.
You don't say. Number 1, diabetes.
Just lots of citric acid.
Admission to psych ward.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, we could definitely put a case together.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Basically, it's going to ruin my insides.
Yeah.
And it's going to hurt my mouth, and it's going to give me too much vitamin C. I'm going to
Yeah.
overload. I'm going to overdose on the C.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
I like to start my day with a bit of vitamin C, I must say. vitamin C, electrolytes, creatine, and salt.
Oh, you're really on it.
Have to be.
It's a real fitness journey.
I'm 40 in September.
Are you?
So yeah, I want to be fit for 40.
Do you have any fitness tips?
For me personally, it's stop enjoying food so much. Food is a fuel, not a privilege. If you've seen The Housemaid, you'll know that reference.
That's yeah.
But no, I feel like I love food. I love everything that goes with it. I love cooking. I love making food. I love eating food. I love rewarding myself with food. I just have to change my whole... I just love it. I just need to change my whole attitude towards it. And I think that's what the problem was initially. Was like, I got so like... I couldn't fight the urges for food. You know? Like, I love a McDonald's breakfast. Like, I love it. It would be my favourite treat.
Type of food?
Just, I love it.
Wow.
I love it. And sometimes I'm like if you know what I mean, like if you're running about, you can use being busy or doing like, or having like an unset schedule. You can use that as an excuse to eat bad food.
It definitely makes it more of a struggle to eat well. Do you know? And what's your favourite cuisine?
You know what? French or Italian. I like.
Really?
Yeah, I like Italian food.
Stodgy?
Yeah, a lot of pastas, a lot of cheeses.
Hate pasta.
Oh, I could eat pasta all day.
I despise pasta.
And what do you like to get? Like, so now you're on to the vegetarian approach. You're doing this for Veganuary. And how you find that, and how has the difference been between moving from eating meat? Would you have been a big meat eater, or is it kinda...
a big chicken eater? I love chicken so much. I don't eat fish anyway. I rarely eat red meat. So really it's just chicken. And there are really good substitutes for chicken. Now, I could never be vegan because I love milk.
Yeah.
I really love milk. I love coffees. I like cheese, but I could live without it, but I couldn't live without milk. But vegetarian, the only thing is, I feel like because I'm not eating chicken all the time, I'm starving.
Yeah.
And I don't like things that like nuts, lentils, all those things, beans that give you good protein. I really don't like any of them. So that's hard.
Yeah, the nuts are hard too because the nuts
and they're such high calories.
So, yeah.
So those are hard. But I'm finding it easy. And my girlfriend, quite a new girlfriend, she is...
you still like her and stuff?
Still like her, yeah. We're still liking each other's company. She is vegetarian and she's an amazing cook. So I'm still having all the things I like. Like, we're having like Greek gyros, or we're having fajitas or tacos, or we're having, chicken chow mein, but it's just all veggie stuff, and it's lovely.
Like, that's what we do at the minute now. If I'm making like dinner, so the majority of my dinner I maybe use 2 chicken breasts in a meal that I make it, and try to cut down on the carbs a bit to fill up there. And Catherine uses the fake chicken. She says it's great now. So she's been a vegetarian for a long time, and said like the level it's progressed is mad. And like there's one now, I think it might be, it's not Bernard Matthews, but she loves Linda McCartney. She says Linda McCartney's a hero and a saint for her food. And they used to have Marks and Spencer's used to do really good chicken pieces apparently, but now it's all battered. They don't like the...
I don't like the battered ones. I get the Tesco do a really lovely char grilled chicken one, and also they do salt and pepper chicken tenders, which are battered, but they're nice if you're wanting something like that. And also, do you know what's absolutely delicious? There is like I've never really liked sausages because I'm not a big meat fan, but there's this brand called This Isn't, and it's This Isn't Bacon, This Isn't Pork.
Yeah,
the vegetarian sausages and bacon in that are amazing. Some vegetarian sausages aren't nice, they just don't taste like anything. The ones in that are all the good bits of what sausages taste like without all the bits of crap that turn you. They're really good. I had this morning for breakfast.
I sort of sometimes I'm I suppose quite tactile. Whenever I'm making like sausage, like sometimes I'm putting the food in, and like sometimes you touch a vegetarian sausage and you go, that's not going to be nice. Even the feel of it, you like to be. It's almost like smushed up wet toilet roll holder or something.
Well, these ones are great. Yeah. And when you're cooking them, they smell like you're cooking sausages. And when they come out, like it says you cook them for like 8 minutes. I cooked them for like 15 minutes so that they're really crispy. Oh my god, they're amazing. Like I let my very meat eater friend taste them the other day, and she was like, they're far nicer than sausages.
See, that's good too.
Good recommendation.
Yeah, that is good, and I think you should be open to trying stuff like that too. If you're,
totally,
it's a good thing to do. But I love meat too much, and it is the chicken. I love chicken. Like I could
I love chicken, but the replacements for chicken are really good. But I've always felt, now I don't feel as bad for chickens because it's harder to identify with chickens, but I've always made like conscious choices not to try different types of meat and stuff. Like I've never tried lamb, I've never tried lots of those things, never ever have eaten fish because I do feel bad for the animals. I'm a big animal lover.
Yeah.
Do you know? But you are too, obviously.
Yes, no, I do, but then it's like, that's why sometimes people are like, you know, they'll say to you, so you're just being discriminatory about Chinese people because they have a dog eating festival just because you're not from there, you don't know. I'm like,
so
no,
that is one of the so that's one of the things that's always made me feel bad about not being vegetarian. I'm like, you know, I have 2 dogs who are the loves of my life, and in places like China they might eat them. So maybe I shouldn't be eating the pigs and the cows and the whatever, do you know?
Yeah. Then it always goes back to being like, you know, don't forget you're top of the food chain. I'm like, I know, but also I do feel kind of bad. That's why Catherine went vegetarian. She saw one of those big vans with like pigs in it, and she's like, ugh.
Oh, see, that just the idea, the thought of that, and like people always say like pigs are smarter than dogs, and like apparently they know when they're going to the slaughterhouse.
Yeah.
They know where they're going. It's just terrible, but you just don't think about it and you just eat it anyway. But I'm in the good position that I'm not really that fussed on meat, but I do love chicken. So, but there's good enough fakes now. And
like, would you be like a fan of snacks?
Oh, snacks are my big downfall.
See, that's where
I like snacks way more than meals.
What are your go-to snacks? Like, say you're having a wee cheat day or something, watching a movie and like you're getting some supplies in. What's the go-to? Watching
a movie, definitely red Doritos with a garlic dip. Absolutely beautiful. I like a wee sweet popcorn too. I'm not the biggest chocolate fan, but I do like putting chocolate into popcorn. Do you know, like putting in chocolate buttons or something like that? But crisps are my big, and I like savoury stuff, cheese and crackers. Yeah, crisps. Like a wee ice lolly too.
Yeah. Oh, I love an ice cream.
Oh, I don't like ice cream, but I like a twister. I like a fab. You know, I like all those.
I'm thinking now I have to go and get a few groceries on the way home here, and I'm gonna maybe get myself one of those wee low calorie ice creams, just to go for, 'cause they're quite good.
They are good, and they do. And Tesco, I don't know if you like chocolate mousse. They do a big one this size, and it's like 20 grams of protein. It's quite low calorie. It's one of the protein brands, and it's a chocolate mousse, and it's delicious.
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
It's like a desserty kind of thing.
Give myself a wee treat.
Absolutely.
So Emer, it's been great to chat to you. We're going to carry on this conversation a bit more on the Patreon. If you want to jump over there, patreon.com/SLY podcast to see us, just continue this fun chat that we're having. But in the meantime, you have some shows coming up. What are you doing?
I do. Indeed, I'm doing a tour at the minute called Notions. So I've done Bangor and Belfast already.
You love Bangor, don't you? That's what I always like about it, because I'm Bangor loyal.
Yeah. Bangor is probably my favourite place. I love the Bangor audience, such good crack. So I've done it there, did it in Belfast in the Opera House, and I still have 4 shows in Derry. One in Lisburn, one in Armagh. Those are all sold out, but I have tickets left for a show in the Portaferry on the 6th of March.
Have you done Portico before?
No, but I heard it's beautiful.
Brilliant.
I cannot wait for that.
Love it there.
And then in May, I'm doing the Burnavon in Cookstown, which I've never done before either. So yeah, and then at the end of the year, I'm doing a new show called Perfectly Chaotic, and it is 20th of November. It's in the Waterfront. So
very nice. We'll put a wee link
there. I'm
there.
very excited.
On your website, is it?
On my website.
We'll put the link to the website in the description. Emer, it has been a pleasure. I'm going to go and do reverse P now before you pop on the Patreon.
I might join you. Thanks very much, Dave. That was fun.
I'm the sly guy.